I was actually so proud when I heard about Billboard, but welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DKU. 야, 왜 안 돼 나는 도대체?
너가 이상한 게 아니라 이상한데. My name is Danny Kim.
David Kim.
Today we have lots and lots of hot ass tea. First off,
Arthdal Chronicles, the big production,
huge budget
drama is facing huge criticism.
And second, Melon, the streaming site, is allegedly suspicious for embezzling millions of dollars in royalties.
And last but not least, BTS in Wembley has made them officially the national pride.
Before we go on, we have some sad news to report to you guys. On May 29th in Budapest, Hungary, a ship sunk in the Danube River. On the ship, there were 33 Korean tourists along with 2 Hungarian crew members, and 7 were rescued, but 8 were confirmed dead, and the rest are now missing. So we want to send our condolences to the families who are waiting for other families to come back, and also
rescue and recovery of the bodies.
Okay, and so
it's very hard to transit from that, but anyways, we have some hot ass tea here.
Okay.
Arthdal Chronicles, which is a huge budget project. It's maybe the biggest project in Korean drama history. Finally, it's been premiered. The first 2 episodes has been out, but unfortunately, okay, I won't say anything. Let's go into the facts first.
Okay.
Arthdal Chronicle, called Astar Yondegi, is produced mainly by Kim Won-seok PD, and he's a big name in the drama scene because he's produced Miseng, he's produced Signal, and 나의 아저씨. So he's
very big hits.
Yeah, he's a star PD. Cast: 송중기,
Wow.
장동건.
Well, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
With this cast.
Yeah, and Kim Ok-bin, Kim Ji-won, and Kim Ui-sung, the guy who exposed the idols from parking in the parking lot.
I love that guy.
Yeah. So it's a star cast as well. It's like the Avengers Dream Team. Studio Dragon, who is the production team for this Arthdal Chronicle, has spent, guess how much?
I saw it in the articles actually, like $50-60 million.
Yes, 560억, which is like
About
approximately
50,
$50 million. And each episode is worth $3 million.
Now, just to give you a little bit of context, maybe for American viewers, this might not seem like a big number.
Yeah.
Say like an average Korean movie, the recent Parasite.
Yeah.
That movie cost about $15 million. It's like fairly low budget if you consider like American cinema.
Yeah.
But like that's how much a feature-length film costs, $15 billion. And this drama costs
$50 million. Wow. The main problem is the $50 million aren't satisfying anyone. No. So first of all, the CG.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about the CG and the props.
What the fuck happened?
So people are extremely disappointed with the CG quality. Some are saying it was even better in the 1990s or the 2000s, early 2000s.
It looked like if you play StarCraft, there's like an opening scene, and this game was released in like 97.
Brood War, yeah. But some people are actually saying that there should be a ban on exporting this to other countries because it's like a shame of like Korean drama. And also there were a lot of complaints on the props, like these kind of stuff that the actors were wearing, because if you see, like, they have very like, I don't know, Daiso looking props. Very cheap ass.
Some people were complaining about the makeup too.
Yeah. People were like, what is this? What's going on?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The CG is bad as hell. Second, about the drama itself and the storyline, it's recreation of the Tangun mythology. Tangun Shinwa is like the
creation mythology
of Korea. Yeah, tribe eats like...
And then they have sex with the bear?
No.
The bear turns into a human, and then the guy has sex with the human.
Yeah. We won't go deep into that because it's weird as... And the way the bear turns into a human is like it eats garlic and...
Kimchi?
No, soup. I don't know what souk is.
Like herbs.
So it has some sense of historical or like national
meaning.
The problem is people are seeing a lot of plagiarism going on.
Let's say coincidences.
Coincidences or similarities
Happy
from
accidents.
the world famous Game of Thrones.
And you think people wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
You know, like out of all the places to copy off of.
I mean,
it's the most
the
popular.
production team or the script writer must have underestimated Korea. Korea has the internet now, and Game of Thrones is just like
popular.
It's worldwide. Everyone watches it except Danny. A lot of Game of Thrones similarities. I've brought some. First of all, there's a great wall, and in Game of Thrones there's a great ice wall, but here there's a great, I don't know, black wall that divides.
So they just changed the color.
If you look at the tribes, like the Nueantar kind of has similarities as the Dothraki, which are like the I don't know.
The barbarians?
Yeah, the barbarians. The Nueantar itself is getting so much criticism because do you know what Nueantar is from?
Neanderthal?
Yeah. Like how creative.
I mean, like,
you know,
they're pretty blatant.
I don't know if the origin is from Latin or English, but we just like put it into Korean and like.
I mean, here's the thing. I really want this drama to do well because fantasy is not like an established genre in Korea, right? So like them doing this, it's a very experimental and very adventurous thing. But like just seeing screenshots, I didn't even watch the episodes. But like the day I logged on to the internet, it was like everybody was just bashing on the CG.
I know.
And I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, more similarities. Like you can see the outfits. Like Daenerys and Kim Ok-bin have similar outfits and all kind of stuff. Like the references and the similarities. I mean, all kinds of like prehistoric, like primitive societies have similarities, I'm sure. But like this settings are too similar, even in my opinion. And also, like just this picture itself, like Chang Dong-gun sitting on
the throne.
The throne with a bear.
Yeah.
There's an iron throne in Game of Thrones.
There's not a lot of like different variations.
Yeah, the poster itself, the vibes it's giving out,
it looks
the similarities.
Yeah.
Parodies are going on, and people are making fun of Arthdal Chronicles, calling it the Song of 마늘과 쑥. The Song of Ice and Fire is now the Song of garlic and herbs. Third, we have some harsh criticism here. It's about the labor conditions. If you've seen the news about Parasite, which won the Palme d'Or on the Cannes Film Festival, it's really good, by the way. Everyone should watch it. But though that film was spotlighted even more because the director and the staff actually worked under the standard labor contract.
That's even funny to say though.
Yeah.
Like, they obey the law.
I mean,
they abided by the existing laws of not working your workers to death.
But it is kind of a norm. I'm pretty sure it's like this overseas as well. Like in the filming, TV production areas.
Very crunchy.
Anyways, Parasite was highlighted because of that. But coincidentally, Parasite's mother company is CJENM, and Arthdal Chronicles' mother company is CJENM as well. But apparently, Arthdal Chronicle filmed overseas, and there was this one time that the staff was working 151 hours of filming non-stop.
What?
And there's this one incident where like the local like tour guides or the safety crew advised the staff not to film after sunset in the stream. The staff actually continued to film on a canoe for like extra 40 minutes, and it was extremely dangerous. As a result, one staff actually got a fracture injury.
Well, that's actually quite minor considering they were working 151 hours straight.
Yeah.
That's what, 6-7
days? I'm sure they got like sleep and
2 hours of
like,
sleep.
We don't know the details, but according to this article, it says 151 hours. Currently, association called Hanbit Media Labor Rights Center sued Studio Dragon for not abiding by the labor laws and industrial safety law. So there's a lot of shit going on, and I just thought these comments are so funny. I just scraped some. The CG team and the props team should feel sorry, even if the actors are top notch. The CGs are from 1999 Yongari, and the props have no like delicacy in it. And even the people who really enjoy the show are saying that they can't really go into like fall into the show after looking at the CG and the props.
And out of the moment.
Yeah, I have no idea where you spilled all that $50 million and like how this star PD and the star writer made this kind of creation and blah 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 blah. So there's a lot of bashing going on.
That's really interesting though, because a lot of the articles that I see on the English side of things are like, oh, this drama is doing so well. Right?
Probably because people don't know yet.
This news hasn't reached them yet.
Yeah, it's probably the PR team working there. But after the Arthdal Chronicle was aired, the Studio Dragon stocks fell down 11.5% in a day. It's more than YG. It's equivalent to YG.
So basically a shitty drama with a shitty first episode and shitty CGI is the equivalent of like
YG.
Prostitution, alleged prostitution scandal and shit like that.
Yeah, the situation is bad and the producer has responded in his own way in his social media. He posted a post saying that I should have just not tried to do so hard because I did try so hard, but I will just think of it as I didn't try so hard. If I don't think that way, it's too painful.
The lead producer of this show
after a day.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The Unbokdong thing.
Shit.
Rain. So he filmed this shitty ass movie called 자전차왕 Unbokdong, and it was a fucking flop. And even before the movie launched, he knew. Like 2 days before the movie launched, he wrote on his Instagram saying, "I've had a couple of drinks. I know this movie's not the best, but I gave it my all." When you have people on the show writing shit like this, you know, like, okay, this is not gonna be a smooth ride.
Yeah.
That makes me want to see the show though.
I know, like I've seen it too yesterday night because like I wanted to see how bad it was. And actually, I never fall asleep, but I fell asleep. Maybe I was just tired, but I fell asleep midway. I haven't even finished EP1. And they use very strange languages, like and then there's like subtitles in Korean down below.
Shit, okay.
So I think they're trying to replicate, Game of Thrones or The Hobbit or whatever.
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere, and maybe that starting somewhere is copying Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, a lot of people are optimistic on this. Nevertheless, because Hong Joon-gi and Chang Dong-gun are on there, and those two you can't really fail with.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's supposed to be seasons. Just season one.
I don't know if they're gonna continue on that, but
yeah. So let us know what you think after watching it.
Let's all watch it.
It's on Netflix, so go watch it.
Okay, we'll watch it, and let's talk about it next time too.
Next news.
So Melon, it's a streaming site that can be compared as like the Spotify of Korea. As of Q1 2019, they've had about 44.9% of the total number of streaming users inside South Korea. So they're number one.
Yeah.
They got nearly half the users.
No Spotify in Korea.
This Melon website / streaming service, they have allegations on them right now for embezzling millions of dollars in royalties. Streaming royalties. Hangera reported this on June 2nd that Melon is under investigation from prosecutors regarding embezzling of millions of dollars in royalties. Loan Entertainment used to own Melon, and they used to be running it, and then it got bought out by now Kakao. They had a search and seizure at the low-end entertainment offices because they were suspecting that this embezzlement happened between 2009 to 2011. So how they did it, it's pretty interesting actually. They made a paper company. So usually how royalties are split is like, say you get maybe 1 cent per stream. Then the divide is about like 55 to 45. About 55 goes to copyright holders who are the writers and the publishers and etc. of the song. And the 45 goes to the streaming service. So Melon gets the 45. But they thought, hey, maybe we can get a little bit more. Maybe we can get a little bit more.
They got creative.
So they created this fake music publisher. And they basically allegedly meddled with the copyright system so that the music publisher would be registered for like getting some of the royalties. Allegedly, they took about 10 to 20% of the entire streaming revenue from these royalties via this paper company. That's really shitty, right? The police are thinking between 2009 to 2011, this could have resulted in about $5 million, which is, I guess, not that big.
$5 million is big.
Well,
like,
yeah,
to
it's
an individual.
bigger money than I've ever touched. But anyway, prosecutors are also suspecting that they used other methods to get more money after 2011. So it's like they're investigating further and further, and we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing is like the article that I saw is very unclear about this, but other than just registering these paper companies as the publishers, taking classical music.
Oh
like
my God.
a lot of classical music, they don't have copyright holders. What they did was
they would register these classical songs under they have the name LS Music, this paper company, and then they would use, this is real shady, they would use the gifting function. Say if you have a 100 song download plan per month, then you can gift a song to another person. So they would gift songs. By sending these songs as gifts, they will be able to take part of the entire royalties.
very shady, and basically nobody trusts Melon anymore, but nobody really did. I really wish for like a Spotify to come to Korea, even though Spotify is also shady in itself too.
I've heard a lot of like disputes going on with the Copyright Association and the streaming services. Like the artists all like protesting against these services because of these like shares and stuff. 45% of the revenue and 55% to the copyright holders. If it's an idol,
Then he's not getting shit.
like
he's
7
not
people
getting-
divided, and then the company chunk, and then the
company-
writer chunk,
Yeah,
and the
so
producer chunk.
I don't know what to make of it, but Melon is doing
Something's
some
going on.
shady shit behind the back.
Yeah.
Next
news. Ayo.
Ayo.
Oh, he did it. He did it. Queen, Michael Jackson, Madonna, One Direction, Ed Sheeran, Rihanna, Beyonce, and more. What are the common points?
They have sold out a venue called Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I left out Eminem, your fave. They have all performed in Wembley. Now we have one more artist to add on that list.
This is the 12th, right? 12th member to join that, and it is
BTS. Oh my God, so proud. Last week, BTS finally performed in Wembley. They had 2 concerts. They filled 120,000 seats. They did global real-time broadcasting through VLive, and 140,000 people were
Watching.
online watching, and they had 300 theaters doing this delay view in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. Besides the concert, there was a pop-up store like near in London filled with ARMY, and the Piccadilly Circus Plaza was filled with people. You see the picture here.
Yeah.
Because they all wanted to see that one advertisement of BTS appearing.
wow.
And it was just crazy. Everybody was singing BTS songs there. And of course, in the concert, if you see like the video footages, they were like group singing in Korean. In Korean, which is the important part, like Korean lyrics in Wembley Stadium. There was another funny part when Jin did the AO thing.
Oh, he
The
did
Freddie
the
Mercury
AO
thing,
Okay.
yeah. And this is just amazing. So, like, RM stated his opinion on this, and he said, Wembley, Wembley, it's just such a cool name.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Pretty good. No. I was actually so proud when I heard about Billboard, but but even more than that, I am so thankful about the UK chart in. And
they got charted in.
yeah, they got charted in. UK, you guys always had the best artists in the world. And
You're good at this accent.
yeah, I listen to him a lot.
Yeah. He says artist.
Yeah, and then
Artists.
UK was always a wall to me, a big wall. You, armies, and we have broken down that wall.
What a minute.
And like, bravo, and everyone was clapping. This was just crazy. Did you see some footages of the?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think?
It's unreal. Like RM said,
Uh-huh.
I never thought of it as a wall, but I never thought like a Korean artist would be even singing in Wembley.
Right.
Let alone
like as
sell
like
it
a
out.
one-off thing. you know?
Yeah. And if you think about it, even when we were first starting YouTube, they were nowhere as this big. I mean, BTS was big, but you wouldn't think like, hey, in 2 years they'd be selling at Wembley.
Right.
So it's amazing that they've come this long way, and I really want to applaud them for that. And I think they are Korea's pride.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to take away from this whole thing, I
Oh,
think
no.
this
On this happy day. Oh,
on this
party
happy
pooper.
day, I gotta party poop it for all.
What is it?
I think this experiment was a success.
Experiment.
I think this was an experiment.
What do you mean experiment?
Well, it was more like a market evaluation. So
Wembley is a market evaluation.
well, this entire event, like them live streaming through VLive, and having this simultaneous live stream / concert thing
So
going on.
you're saying BTS used Wembley as a lab rat?
It's not a lab rat. It's not a lab rat. I'm just saying.
You just said experiment by yourself.
It's an experiment because I bet you they're gonna do an even bigger concert. Now they have confidence, and I think this was like a test bed for trying out their live streaming.
Was a test bed.
And seeing how much people are willing to pay for a live stream concert. They proved it.
They
proved it. Okay.
The V Live was like $30 or something.
Yeah, $30. 140,000 people
Wow.
paid. It wasn't at the best time for a lot of people because it was actually at the same time as the Champions League final game.
Oh yeah,
So I did not watch it because of the Champions
didn't watch
League.
it either.
Yeah, I had to watch the soccer game.
Me
so
too.
like I was like, okay, fuck. But like seeing that, I think now Big Hit is gonna try something even bigger with live streaming.
Oh my god.
And,
Where would be a stadium or a venue that would be even bigger? I mean, not like Wembley, it's like the symbol of music.
I'm gonna say Red Square. I mean, Metallica had a concert where there was like, I don't know, like how many people was there? Like 1 million people there? Half of Moscow like just went to see a Metallica concert in
I don't know.
1999, 92.
Moscow? I don't know. I would be reluctant.
Yeah, me too. But
I'll make a prediction then. I will say an even bigger concert that can top this will be in Rio.
Oh, I would say
the Rock Festival.
I would say
Rio.
Rock in Rio.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the concerts there, like
Right.
it's like the
So
crowds are
I would
crazy.
say maybe in Rio would have that chance.
You know, quote me like 10 months from now. This was a test bed, and BTS is gonna have an even bigger live stream event. I think.
I think they'll do. Oh, are they gonna do like holograms, like 3D?
I don't know, but they've tested technology there.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Wembley's in London, right? So Londoners might know it, or UK people might know it better than us. But for what Koreans believe, what Wembley symbolizes is like it's a symbol for like the heart of the UK, as well as I think Europe. I think it's the biggest
maybe
venue in Europe.
I mean, a lot of Koreans know Wembley right now because of the Bohemian
Freddie
Rhapsody,
Mercury,
the
movie.
Live Aid thing,
and also like
the
you
Champions
know,
League.
Champions League. Wasn't it in Wembley when Park Ji-sung? Yeah. So like Wembley holds a near and dear place in a lot of Korean people's hearts, and they view it as this ultimate symbol. The ultimate like final stage, and BTS did it. So like Koreans are like just in tears.
They have the same quantity as Rose Bowl, but Koreans don't know what Rose Bowl is.
Rose Bowl is not.
I know it's not
comparable
to be
to
undermined.
Wembley.
I know, but
no. I'm saying Rose Bowl is nothing compared to Wembley.
I know, but
Wembley's like
yeah,
the
so that's
fucking heart of
That's
London.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 60,000 here, 60,000 here. It's the same.
Okay.
But Koreans feel Wembley like more dear
it means
because
more. It means more.
more.
No offense, American people.
Yeah, MetLife Stadium. It's all good.
Yeah,
but
it's all good. But you know, just Britain is better.
Yeah, let's get Super Bowl. Let's get Super Bowl. Anyways,
Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
Are they gonna do it?
Yeah.
No. They're not gonna. They're never gonna do a Super Bowl halftime.
Never.
Well,
never say never.
Never's a strong word,
Never say
but
never.
I don't know. The audience is not just like does not overlap too much. Leave in the comments if you do watch the NFL and are a fan of BTS.
Maybe in a Super Bowl ad then.
Oh, that's the whole different thing. But anyway, there you go. That's the DK news for.
No.
What?
We have.
What?
Pride is like overflowing. But anyways, Wembley was the trigger for opening up Koreans to like accepting them as national pride. But there were other like 2 more triggers, and it was like CNN and BBC. And coincidentally, that day they both put out articles saying that BTS achieved what the Beatles couldn't do.
Well, that triggers me too.
And the it's phrased as the Korean invasion and the 21st century Beatles right now. And people are getting so much pride from this. And I've got some like comments here. To be honest, it's safe to say they are better than the Beatles now. Because we are not a strong country. We are not in Europe. We are a tiny little country in the east part of Asia. We are like a boogie. We're like a burger. And
oh my God.
We don't even speak English. With that kind of song, we went into the cultural superpower England explanation of how English people have like superior feelings about their own culture and all that.
Well, they have a long history, so
yeah. And we did a concert there at Wembley. Like, you have to drink a lot of national pride today. Another factor to this, I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but like every single article has comments about military exemption right now. Every single article, I'm not lying. Every single article and the most upvoted comments, there's at least 1 or 2 comments saying these guys deserve exemption. Exemption is a must. Now, like you see the comments here, I've made a whole video on this, but like,
and I don't think they will.
No,
I don't think he will even accept it. Even if they
that's the problem. We don't even have to talk about this. Like, it's their choice.
But they're not. They're gonna go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go. But who knows? Like, if they're offered, like, you know, I mean, maybe they
can delay.
Yeah, that's the best scenario.
I think everybody would be happy if they delay.
The numbers and the statistics already talk. Like, they have been on the Billboard like top 200 like 3 consecutive times. It's just amazing. I can't even express my feelings right now.
It's unreal.
It's unreal. Like, nothing like this is gonna happen in Korean history, for at least like 20 years, decades. Yeah.
So thank you, BTS, for being born in my generation,
right.
And thank you everybody for watching DK News. Go to patreon.com/DKDKTV to support us and watch our podcast /reactions exclusive on Patreon /YouTube membership. YouTube membership. Join on the YouTube membership and follow us on Instagram at DKDKTV, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Quack quack.